All right, everybody, what's going on? Welcome to another edition of SWAC Talk. Of course, this is the show where we cover the SWAC inside and out. I'm your tour guide around the SWAC, C. Wells, coming at you. And we got a special guest in the house today. This is another episode of our Chopping It Up series. We got Mr. Jailon Howard, star wide receiver, man. How are you doing today?
I'm doing good. And yourself?
Oh, man, I'm hanging in there, man. I can't complain. Just trying to stay dry. But, other than that, I can't complain.
Yes.
So we just want to kind of bring you out to the people, let them get to know who you are. So we're gonna start at the very beginning. When did you start playing football?
I actually started playing football when I was 8 years old. I played in KYFL, is a KD Youth Football League. But I didn't play receiver. I played linebacker and I played running back. So that's how I started my football career.
All right. So was there anybody in particular that got you started playing football?
Yeah, my uncle, Every Gay, he played for UT and he went to the NFL and played for the Cowboys so I always wanted to be like him. He was my role model.
Cowboy, that's good, man. That's a good man to follow. I love the Cowboys. So anytime I'm always say something. But so you said you were a running back and a linebacker when you first started. When did you start playing wide receiver?
So I started playing wide receiver in middle school, but so I made 18 in middle school, but after the first game, they didn't play me, so I quit football. I stopped playing football. I thought I was a hoop star. So I think every boy go through that phase.
Oh yeah.
So then in high school, I was like, my freshman year, let me try football again. So I tried it out, and I went out for receiver, and I played DB. And then I had my first game. I did like a punt return, took it to the crib, and then after that, I moved up to varsity at the end of my freshman year, and then receiver has been my main position ever since.
All right. So let's talk about your time in high school. Where did you go to high school first off?
I went to Elkins High School in Missouri City.
All right. So like I said, you said once you moved to varsity, it was kind of on from there. How was your career in high school playing football?
It wasn't how I expected it to go. Every um high school player, football player, or athlete at that wants to be the 5 star, 4 star athlete. But I can't complain because PV was my blessing. It was my big school. So I felt like a 5 star when I committed to Prairie View. But I did have offers from SMU, UTSA, Army West Point. But I didn't get to commit to SMU or UTSA because you got a certain time to commit, or I'm sorry, if somebody else
Oh
could,
no, you good.
if
Yeah, you
somebody
good.
else commit before the scholarship was taken away. So Coach Dooley had offered me the day before signing day.
Oh,
So
so he swooped in and got you.
yeah,
So you said back in the when you was middle school you tried to be a hooper, but did you play basketball in high school?
mm-mm.
You just strictly
So I
did you play any other sports in high school, or you just were straight
I
football?
played track, but I didn't
Yeah.
basketball. Like I knew my height. I was like, I ain't gonna get too much taller. I'm not even gonna wear screen. Like, and then I always told my mama, she wouldn't have to pay for college. So basketball scholarship, you only get so many. So football gives more. So it was either gonna be football or track. So one of the two I was gonna make.
Hey, look like you made the good choice, man. Like I had them hoop dreams too, man, but I tapped out at 5'11". So it's like, at the high school was, I was a 5'11" guard that couldn't dribble, so there's no use for me out there.
Yeah,
But so like I say, let's talk your time at Prairie View, man. How did you enjoy playing at PV?
I love playing at PV. So when I got there, my freshman year, every freshman wanted to come in to play, start. Um, but I guess it wasn't my time. God said it wasn't my time yet, so I waited my time. With my junior year is when I got my time to shine. That fall camp, I went crazy. Like it was no denying me. It was no saying like Jailon shouldn't play. So when I played my first game versus TSU, I went for 4 catches, 136 yards, 2 touchdowns. So
Nice. I just looked at one of them what it was, a 72-yarder you had in that game,
Yeah.
and I think a 52 or something like that. Yeah, like I literally just finished watching watching that clip. You were a guy who like a big time deep threat, man. You averaged like 20 yards a catch the last 2 seasons.
Yeah.
Is that something that they were like, this is what we want you to, this was your specific role, is to be a guy that go downfield and get it?
Yeah. So at first when I got there, I was playing the slot. But Coach Dooley wanted a Z receiver who could just stretch the field. And so when he moved me to the outside, that's all I was doing. And he was like, "Yeah, I want you at that spot. You that guy." So after that first game, it was like really during fall camp, it was like Coach Dooley. It wasn't even a play. He just said, "Throw it to Howard. He going deep." So I was gonna win my matchup, my 1-on-1. So.
Yeah, like I said, man, I've been, I mean, I'm a SWAC dude forever, but like you jumped out, your name started jumping out to me like probably like early in that season, and I was like, man, let me keep an eye on this dude, man. I think he's gonna be somebody, and like I said, you had a great season, over 500 yards, I think like 3-4 touchdowns, and then you come back last season. Now the passing offense was not, I don't know if y'all was allergic to passing or they just didn't want to throw the ball, but you still put up some solid numbers, including a touchdown against my Jags, which I was really very upset when that happened. But how was last season, man? I know you guys came in with some hype and came up just a little short.
Yeah, so last season didn't go as I planned it to go. So my goal was to lead the SWAC in receiving touchdowns, every receiver point, but it was just our offense wasn't built for that. It wasn't built. I don't think it was built for me. It was more of a running offense. So we had good running backs, three great running backs. I think almost every running back went for 500 plus. We had our quarterback Jailon was good. He could really he's really dynamic. He could throw and run the ball, but we just wasn't in that passing scheme. So um, yeah, it didn't go how I wanted to go. So yeah, it was frustrating throughout the whole season. But at the end of the day, you got to play for your team, just not for you.
Oh yeah, I mean it's all at the end, like you said, at the end of the day, it's all about playing your role. Sometimes you might have offense that's especially for you, but even in those times where you're playing in a situation where it's not your favorite, you still going out and working and being a good teammate, and I mean you still had opportunities to produce when you got them. So
Yeah.
obviously the chances were limited, but you made the best of them. You Can you describe how your time was when you went into the portal?
So as soon as I hit the portal, like I would say 2 minutes, Coach Dooley called me. Coach Dooley, Southern called me, offered me a scholarship. And then after that, I got Murray State, Northwestern State. I talked to after I signed to Southern UIW offered me. I talked to UNT, Arizona State, Mississippi State. But they all wanted me to wait to January to see like if they was gonna take me or something. But I just feel like if I gotta wait to January, you really didn't want me. I'm just your fallback option. So but the portal experience was it was cool. It made me feel like I was in high school again. Kind of stressful trying to see where you was gonna go, but I always knew like once I got that Southern offer, I knew where I was going because Coach Dooley is a great man. He's more of just not a coach. He's like a father figure to me. So the atmosphere, I know all the coaches. They coached me when I was at Prairie View, so I knew where I was going. So it wasn't really too much of a big deal.
Yeah, one of the things I've talked to a few guys that have been through the portal. They all say the same things, like being recruited all over again.
Yeah.
Did you have a chance to take any visits, or were you just like
Yeah. I took a visit to Northwestern State, Murray State, and I took my Southern visit. And I was supposed to take some other visits, but I didn't want to take them.
So you basically was like, when Coach Dooley reached out, you was like, okay, this is it.
Yeah, so like, of course, I wanted to like leave the SWAC and go bigger, but when I thought about it, it's about the system and am I going to fit the system? Are you going to throw me the ball? So I know if I went to another school, like I'll have to start back at the bottom, work my way all the way to the top. And then they don't really know me. I really ain't been there. I got to learn the playbook. It's just so much that fell into that. And me having only 1 year left, I just felt like taking my opportunities with Coach Dooley.
Well, I mean that's one of the most important things I think a lot of guys don't look at, and a lot of guys don't get that opportunity. But you need, with 1 year left, you need to try to make the most of it, and being in a position that you're familiar with, it definitely helps you make the most of your last time. But now you didn't join, Coach Dooley from Prairie View to Southern, Jason Dumas from Prairie View to Southern. How does that feel to be on the other side?
I mean,
before you start, because last year was very heated. How does it feel to be on the other side of that?
Man, it's a blessing to me. So my old teammates, we have relationships that's going to last forever. So I mean, we go back and forth, like, talk trash, but at the end of the day, it's still love for Prairie View. I did graduate from there, and I did grow up with them guys, but now it's time for Southern. So Southern go win. We go win that game. Everybody know we go win that game. The rivalry is gonna I feel be more tension, but there's nothing that I can't handle.
Hey, I like the way you talking, man. I just want to throw that out to everybody. I didn't tell him to say that. Hey, when you become a Jaguar, man, no matter when or where, you start to feel it. But like I said, I think it's gonna be, I think that's a blooming thing. Southern and Prairie View, we always been bubbling up the last few years, but with Coach Dooley coming over last season, things kind of took off a little bit, and both teams always gonna challenge each other for the West. So I'm looking forward to that game, and I still hold bad feelings to Prairie View because they beat us on homecoming a couple years ago. You stomped us. I never forget that y'all tore us up that night. But like you said, having an opportunity to play for Coach Dooley. What makes Coach Dooley a special coach for you?
So, like I said, he's like a father figure to me. Like, I had times where I was down, I was sad, like emotionally and mentally. Like, I just go to his office and he'll pray for me. He'll shut the door. He'll pray for me, and he'll just talk to me and let me know how I felt, how he felt about the situation. Like when I had my daughter, I came to him and told him, like, Coach, I probably need a time off. I'm gonna need a time off, and he understood. Like, he actually treated us like we were one of his kids. He always going to say, like, he got all girls, but he's going to tell you or anybody that he coached 1,000,000 boys for a reason. Could be all his sons. So and he's just a great guy to be around. He doesn't sugarcoat nothing. He's gonna tell you how it is, and that's what I respect about him. He's just an amazing dude on and off the field. So, like, I wish more people could like experience him, because that's probably one of the realest coaches I ever had.
Yeah, I mean, I've had a chance to talk to him a few times. He always stand up guy. Don't miss no words. But one thing I will say, man, is his suit game is immaculate, man. The man can dress.
Yeah.
That's like, I get to the stadium early to see what he wear when he come on the field for warm-ups before he go change. Mm-hmm. Do you feel like y'all had to match his style when you dress up for a game?
Oh, Dooley don't play. Coach Dooley does not play, but I mean, he like everything to be in sync. So he want everybody looking well groomed. So that's why we put on suits for him. He doesn't believe us just coming out any type of way, anything on. We all gonna be professional. Look good, you play good. So that's how it is with Coach Dooley.
Yeah, he done brought a lot of changes here. We went from having like 2 uniform combos to multiple things, and I love that because I'm a uniform guy, so I like to see team and different things every time we come out there. But let's kind of talk about you and your game, man. How I know you're a deep threat speed guy. Is there anybody you think that plays now in the pros or before who you think your game is similar to?
So I like to look at Tyreek Hill, but I also like to look at Devontae Adams, Justin Jefferson, Jamar Chase. Really cavalry because how the way they run routes, get in and out of breaks. So a lot of people don't think that I can run routes. I'm just a deep threat, but I can really run routes. I don't get jammed at the line, so that tell you something about my release. And come to be 5'8", 5'9" on the outside, going to get 6 foot and up DBs. That tell you something. But I'm a really good route runner, so I expect everybody to see that more this year. I hope we do more plays than just going deep. So I can show my ability.
Yeah, I think being able to do more than one thing keeps you as a weapon. I mean, like you say, you can get off the line anytime,
Yeah.
but being able to keep a guy guessing, he can't just lay back and knowing that you're gonna try to go past him. You keep him on his toes. That opens up a lot of things too. And Southern got a pretty solid receiving core. They got some big guys out there to kind of help out with the 50-50 type ball. So being able to do more things, definitely going to increase your numbers, your run out the catch, and all that kind of stuff. So, I'm looking forward to seeing how they use you. I'm excited. Since you're a guy that's been in the SWAC your whole career, what would you say to a new player coming into the SWAC? Because right now, the last couple of years, the SWAC has kind of been on the uprise. A lot of people are focusing on SWAC. Guys are coming in new. What would you say to guys about playing in this league?
It's an amazing feeling. The SWAC is no joke now, so don't think just because it's the SWAC, and it's not SEC or Big 12, Pac-12 that it ain't a challenge. To me, I feel like the SWAC is really more of a challenge than SEC because we play A&M, but like A&M DBs wasn't like too much of like a challenge. They're not aggressive like the SWAC. Like the SWAC DBs, when they jam you, they want to put you to the sideline. They want to, take you to the stands. It's just I just feel like the SWAC is like everybody's hungry. Everybody want to make it out. So and that's what they're gonna do and do very well.
Yeah, I think that's one thing. Like I say, talking to a lot of different guys, we all say the same thing. Like just because you're coming from somewhere else, don't mean you're gonna walk in and take over because the SWAC would knock your block off. It is an intense league. Every game is hard. There's no off weeks in the SWAC. In conference play, like some so yeah, SEC you play Vanderbilt or somebody, you can kind of coast, but in the SWAC, there are no off weeks, man. It's intensity all season long. So you have to bring your A game every week, or else you're gonna come up short.
Yes, sir.
So, again, you're a guy that's been around. Is there anywhere in the SWAC that you enjoy playing on the road?
Let's see. Road games. Alcorn is always a good atmosphere. Southern is always a good atmosphere. Those are really two main road games that is just you enjoy. You're going to see 50,000, 30,000 people in the stands. It's going to be rocking. So those are two games I enjoyed. I also enjoyed playing Jackson the championship. That was a great atmosphere, and I hope Jackson could keep it up without Dion being there.
Yeah, we're gonna see how that turn out. Hopefully this year they'll come to Baton Rouge for the SWAC championship. I need to see a championship in my home stadium at least one time. So hopefully we can get them in Baton Rouge and take care of business. But I like to ask everybody that come on the show, how is it playing at Valley, man? I know the field is crazy. How is it playing there? Because I love to ask everybody that question.
To me, it's just another game. I don't care about the field. I don't care about the conditions. I'm just here to play. So it just feel like another game to me. It's football. You go play on grass. You go play on turf. So it's not a big deal.
All right, well, I can respect that. Is there anything you do before a game to kind of get you going?
I always pray. I pray. I really don't have no rituals. I probably talk to my family, joke with my friends. See me, I'm not too much of like a serious guy on game day, like just walk around mad and so serious. I like to laugh. I like to joke. So I'm a joke. I'm a laugh, and then when it's time to put them pads on, I'm locked in. But other than that, I don't do too much on game day.
So do you do any talking on the field, like talk trash talking or whatever?
I talk
Are
trash.
you just a?
I really let my game like talk for me, but in some situations, yeah, I gotta let you know, like I'm him, like so. Come on, stop.
I like that. I
Yeah.
like that. All right, man. We're gonna switch to off the field, man. Kind of give everybody an idea of who you are away from football.
Mhm.
So what do you like to do when you're not playing football?
I like to spend time with my family, my daughter. I like to I really that's what I really do. I like to train to get my game better, but that's really it. I love family time and quality time, so that means the most to me.
Nothing wrong with that, man. Got to enjoy that time now.
Yes, sir.
Is that do you have like a favorite food you like to eat?
I love spaghetti. I love spaghetti. I love chicken and barbecue, but spaghetti is like my top dish. I love spaghetti.
Hey, I like that too, man. I'm a chicken parmesan guy, so y'all get the spaghetti and the chicken. It's like you can't go wrong with that. But what kind of music do you like to listen to?
Um, I like rap, but like as I grew up, like start growing up throughout college, I started listening to the more R&B. I like to chill and relax. Every time you ain't got to be all hyper and stuff.
So you like some of the older stuff or like newer in terms of R&B?
The older stuff.
Yeah,
I
you
like I
right
like
there.
the stuff, I like the stuff when you wake up on a Sunday morning and your mama playing music. It's time to clean up.
Oh yeah, hey, yeah, I know that. I,
Yeah,
I know that, man. That like that was like my Saturday morning. My mom would get up and have the music on. I knew it was time to get ready and get busy because if
yeah,
she cleaning, you got to clean too. So it's like
yeah,
I know that well.
yeah.
I know you named a few guys who you like to look to watch play as pro football players, but do you have anybody that's like your favorite player? It can it don't have to necessarily be football.
Um, favorite player, I would go with Justin Jefferson.
Oh, yeah, that dude's nice. He
Yeah,
nice, man.
yeah,
My my wife is a Vikings fan, so I have to I have to watch him play all the time. Why they don't throw Jefferson the ball? He wide open. Don't
yeah,
throw him the ball. She's
yeah.
still mad about that last Vikings game where he didn't get any targets in the last 2 minutes. She was heated. Um, I know you. Are you still doing? Are you still with Raw Sports?
Yes, I am.
Yeah, man. Those are some good dudes, man. I had a chance to interview them. How's it working with them?
It's going good. They got me an NIL deal with Misfits. It's a sports bar agency. And right now we're just looking for more to get into.
Yeah, that's good, man. Hey, I think the NIL is probably one of the best things to come through, man. Giving everybody opportunity to kind of build your brand and get yourself out there, man. It's like you got to be able to capitalize on the hard work that you put in. So I'm looking forward to seeing more things coming through with you from them because I like what they're doing. Kind of starting from the ground up.
Yes, sir.
All right, man. Do you have anything you wanna promote, socials or anything like that before we get out of here?
Yes, you could follow me on Instagram at JAIL.ON. Yeah, I would like to promote my girlfriend. She sells hair, her hair business on Instagram. So since we moving to Louisiana in June, I would like to promote it is at Barb BARBHAIR Industry INDUSTRY on Instagram. So y'all young ladies, women of all ages, check her out. Promote her business. Since we coming into a new atmosphere, and I know it's really going to be new for her.
All right. Well, I'm gonna put that in my description of my video, so I can help get that out there too. Because ain't nothing like an entrepreneur, man. New area, new customers. Hey, and Baton Rouge football season, everybody like to be sharp. So somebody gonna definitely want to get hooked up on that. So I'm gonna definitely put that in there. So man, like I said, I appreciate you coming through. I know you got a lot going on right now, so I appreciate you stopping by and kicking it with me. Before we get out of here, man, is there anything you want to say to the Southern fans out there?
Man, I want to tell the Southern fans, y'all amazing, man. Y'all felt when I committed, y'all made me feel welcome. Man, the fans is like I never had fans like that. Like I had fans DMing me, reaching out to me, commenting all under my stuff. They make you feel like no other, man. So I know we all a big family, and I know y'all can't wait to see me play. We go win this ring this year, and we go to the Celebration Bowl and win that ring. So I just want y'all to let y'all know that I'm happy here.
One personal thing from me, man, and this is straight up. I don't BS with nobody when it comes to this kind of stuff, man. When I saw you in the portal, I was like, bro, Dooley got to get on this dude, man. Like you got to get on him, and then you committed. I got a little happy, man. I jumped up and down a little bit, So that's just me, But we Jaguar Nation, man, we are definitely one big family. So it's all love. Through thick and thin, we're gonna follow everywhere Jaguars go, we all go. So you a part of the family from now until whenever, it's like you leave, you're still a Jaguar to me. So man, like I said, I'd like to thank you for stopping through, man, and hanging out with me for a little bit. Y'all make sure y'all catch us tomorrow. We got our live SWAC Smoke Show at 6 p.m. Central. So y'all make sure y'all tune in. And once again, y'all, this is Mr. Jailon Howard. Former Prairie View Panther, now Southern Jaguar. Gonna be lighting up the scoreboards all across the SWAC. Montgomery, Alabama, first stop. We coming y'all way. So, man, like I said, I'd like to thank you for stopping by, and man, y'all have a good day, and we'll see y'all next time.
Thank you for having me.
Hey, no problem, man. Definitely appreciate it.
All right, boss.
All right.